What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for the love and support. Thank y'all for just liking your boy videos, commenting on your boy videos, sharing your boy video, and just subscribing to your boy channel, man. I really appreciate that, man, from the bottom of my heart. Now, how y'all weekend went, man? How's y'all weekend going? Weekend is almost over, even though it's sunny, but it's almost over. But we still got some daylight out here, y'all. And it's beautiful out here in Dallas. It was kind of gloomy last week. I was like, damn, that shit just had me depressed. I don't say how y'all live in these states where it snow 24/7. That would make me depressed seeing gray skies every day. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyway, yeah, but my Sunday going pretty good, man. I'll probably grab me something to eat or something after I finish recording this video. And my son did call me today. He's talking about he felt sick, so I told him to go to the ER. He ended up going to the ER, and they just say he had strep throat. So my daughter doing fine. She out there getting some money somewhere. I ain't no telling what my daughter doing, but I love my daughter to death. But other than that, nothing really for me either, y'all. But let me know what y'all cooking for Sunday dinner. What's on the stove for today? But before we get started, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Man, I know y'all get tired of like some of this African talk a lot that I have, but the reason why it just brings me to this sometime when I create videos and content about Africans is because I be dealing with them a lot on social media, like on Facebook and TikTok. And today, I don't know, I had to get on one today real bad today on TikTok. I was on somebody's panel and they asked me about like, why do black Americans be attacking Africans? Why they say we poor and live in poverty and stuff like that. So I explained to the host, like, reason why I call Africans poor or they live in poverty is because they do live in poverty. Like the majority of them are in poverty. I'm sorry. I understand there are some Africans that's okay. They live good. I'm never not knocking it. But there's a lot of Africans that's just not living good. So as I'm saying this, an African got out the mic and said, that's why y'all on government assistance. Why y'all on food stamps. Why y'all have to get child care. Now, that was something new for me. That would make me make this video when they brought up child care. Because usually they talking about Section 8 and food stamps or welfare. But they brought up child care. I said, damn, these Africans really trying to find something. So I responded to the African like, I said, what part of Africa you from? He said, he from Nigeria. I said, okay, what part of Nigeria? He said, well, I'm outside of Lagos. You probably never heard of it. I said, okay, whatever, cool. I said, if your country and the place you live at offer food stamps or Section 8 or any type of benefits for the poor folks out there in your homeland, what would the people out there do? You know, this funky flip-flop where Africa gonna lie to me and say, we're not gonna take it because we're private people. The tribe would take care of the people. And I looked at this African, because I had my camera on, and I'm just looking at him like, bro, I can't believe you say that. Even the host, which was African, had to pause for a minute. He said, what? The African told me, y'all, that they are too prideful to accept handouts or help. And I said to this African, I said, bro, so you mean to tell me all those starving, homeless people out there in Africa would not take advantage of the government, offer them something? Like, no, we would be fine. We would be fine. So this is my point, y'all, of me saying this. These Africans are lying, y'all. Do not allow these Africans to lie to y'all and act like if the government in their homeland will offer them some type of benefits, some social benefits, that they will take them. They will. If they'll take food from strangers that are white, these folks be getting them fake Chinese rice. They get them fake water from other countries that ain't from America, and they'll take it. But you ain't gonna take nothing from the government that'll put y'all in the house or put y'all somewhere that's nice or feed y'all. You mean to tell me that out of all these starving kids I be seeing, even in 2026, you mean to tell me those people will not take the government benefits so they can feed their family? I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. And I know these funky flip-flop wearing Africans is lying. But see, the problem with these Africans is they like to use that against us, not knowing that black Americans rank number 3 in the world. I mean, in the United States of getting government benefits. White folks number 1, Hispanics number 2. And we probably even cut it down. We probably would have been 4th if we didn't have all the Caribbeans or all the melanated people and they lump them all together with us. It probably be even lower than that. If you just strictly take Black Americans out, we might be number 4 in receiving benefits. Do you know how hard it is for us to receive benefits? Do you know the hurdles that we got to deal with? It was times I tried to apply for food stamps. Man, I had to get these folks my whole lifestyle, my car, how much I got in my bank account, all types of stuff. It's hard. And it could be kind of draining sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want people in your business, but shit, you looking at this free food, like, let me get some of that, because I pay taxes. And that's what we do. We pay taxes. So I would never, ever allow a third worlder to make me feel bad that the country I live in, even though they racist as hell, they got something for people they can get stuff. And guess what? Because these immigrants, it's hard for the American people to get some of these benefits anyway now. You get what I'm saying? It's hard for us right now because all these immigrant groups, depending on what state you live in, depending on the immigrants there, it's hard to get some of these social services. Let me tell y'all something, man. It was a young lady up in New York that I was chopping it up with, man. We were trying to help her, get somewhere to stay or at least try to move outside of New York City. I ain't gonna never forget, man. It was like very, it touched my spirit a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But she was in a domestic violence situation, and her and her daughter, they were trying to leave, you know what I'm saying? And she couldn't find nowhere to go. So she reached out to us on social media and said, hey, this was going on. Y'all ain't lying. I can't find shelter for me as a Black woman in New York City. Now, this was the time when I think Mayor Adams was in office and, Joe Biden was the president and things like that. And they were just flooding these immigrant families in these places. So I remember we was all online trying to find like shelters for her. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna pay for the train ride, the cab, the Uber, whatever she need to get to these places so she can't go there. Bruh, let me tell y'all something. It seemed like every spot that we contacted and we told her about, she been there. And they turned her around because they was either overcrowded or they had like this emergency thing with immigrants. I forgot the name of y'all, so I might be wrong. My New Yorkers might know what I'm talking about. But it was definitely hard for her, man. It was cold around this time. So I guess time was ticking. And this is what we did. We finally said, hey, you know what? Can you make it to New Jersey? If you can make it to New Jersey, we'll pay for you to make it to New Jersey. There's a shelter out there, and they will accept you right now, man. They got some open slots for you. If you can get there before 7 o'clock, we'll make sure you'll get there. So make the long story short, we end up sending her the money. She ended up getting a shelter, and in a place in New Jersey, end up helping her find a temporary housing. I don't know what happened after that, but I know she got temporary housing or whatever like that. She got away from her abuser. That was the main thing for me. I wanted her to get away from the person that was physically abusing her, and we didn't know with the daughter, whatever. I never asked was the daughter being abused in, because that wasn't the person's daughter anyway. You know what I mean? That was her child. But he wasn't a biological father to that child. But my main thing was, I just want her to get away from the abuser. But it goes back to what I'm saying, how these immigrants, man, are taking up space. These illegal immigrants are taking up space for Black Americans that need shelter, that need places to go when they in emergency situations like this. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I always look at these Africans when they talk about where we get this. Okay, cool. If you was in Africa, would you rather eat some food, like some real food at the grocery store, or would you want to continue to hunt monkeys and just stick a monkey in a boiler without skinning it and without even deferring the thing? Y'all seen videos like that, how they just stick a whole animal up in there? They don't defer the animal. They don't skin the animal. They just stick the whole thing up in there. Then when they take it out, they eat it. That's wild, but that's why they have low life expectancy anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because they eat. Anyway, there's another story. I'm going to have to talk about that too. But Africans would love to have Section 8. Africans would love to have food stamps. Let me tell y'all something. If there's a government or the mayor or whoever out there making an announcement on the radio in Africa, someone like, hey, the Zimbubu tribe, the Dundundu tribe, and all these tribes, listen, we have an open application for food stamps. We have an open application for Section 8. If you don't know what Section 8 is, we're going to help you find a home, and you don't have to poop in the middle of the street. These homes do have toilets. Now listen, if you don't know what a toilet is, we're going to have instructors there to teach you how to use the toilet. Don't be scared of the toilet. When you flush the toilet, that don't mean you're going to go down the drain, so don't be scared of the sound when you hear the toilet, okay, Africans? Don't be scared, but listen, now y'all come down here to Zimbabwe 23, hold on, Zimbabwe Way 23, on the corner of what, Zebraland and Boochie Cat Cakes Drive or something like that. That's where we're gonna be. We're gonna be at that building, and I guarantee you, it's gonna be 100 million Africans out there standing in line, trying to get government assistance, trying to get food stamps, trying to get Section 8, and trying to get child care benefits. Don't let these Africans lie like they so prideful. Them people not prideful, because they were prideful, they would stay in their homeland. Prideful people stay where they at. Prideful people don't flee, then get to America and start shitting on America like that. That's why I would never respect them people, man. I would never listen to them. I would never allow them to talk down on us as black Americans. And so what? I would rather my people be on food stamps and Section 8 than live like an African. I would rather my people be able to feed their kids instead of waiting on white mommy and white daddy to come to their village and give them some powdered milk and some Red Cross rice. I'd rather my people live good. And I remember one of them said something to the effect of, well, y'all gonna lose y'all benefits because Trump taking the food stamps away. Trump taking Section 8. Let's say that's true. Guess what? At least we know what it felt like to be on food stamps. Africans don't have no clue what it's like for their government to take care of them. Africans don't know what it's like to be on housing. They don't. All they know is living in them boo-boo huts, and that's it. That's all they know. That's one thing about us black Americans. We can reminisce like, man, y'all remember we used to get them $700 a month food stamps? Boy, I can't wait till they bring that shit back. Man, you remember we used to pay about $200 a month on this house or this apartment we stay at? Boy, I remember that, boy. Yeah, man. But guess what? We got experienced it and we lived it. So we know it's like if it's taken away and it's going to be missed. Y'all don't know what it's like. Y'all don't know what it's like where government offer you things like that. So just think about that, Africans. But anyway, y'all have a good one. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And give me y'all thoughts on how do you feel about Africans telling you there's something wrong with being on food stamps in Section 8, but they come from a failed homeland where their government don't even do for them. Anyway, y'all have a good one and salute.
My heart was heavy, when my mind was tired, you walked into my shadows with a quiet fire. Brian Jehovah, you are the truth. Every word you speak cuts straight through. Brian Jehovah, carving my youth into something real, something new. Brian Jehovah, you are the truth. When the lies were louder than the voice inside, you wrote peace upon me, pulled me to your side. Brian Jehovah, Brian Jehovah, you are the truth. Every